Frank taking the
Yeah.
gloves off. I don't know if he took them all away. He just slowly.
No,
he
I haven't
slowly
taken them all. I'm
Yeah,
keeping it PG.
He
Yeah.
almost got it all. He ain't got it all.
Yeah. I'm rash. Yeah. But
Man, this is good. Last thing I did want to say,
yeah.
we can move on to some of our other segments, which would be a perfect segue into this. Is we touched on the ethical side of, or I guess how business owners need to be thinking ethically when it comes to the use of AI in their companies, because again, AI is seemingly a magic pill to business problems, productivity, HR issues. You know what I mean? It's like, again, AI is going to do what it's told to do and nothing more. Like, so the temptation is like, all right, well, we're going to just have an AI workforce, which I think I saw an article where somebody created, it was like a one-man AI business, and it had like $1 billion evaluation or something. It's like that. I don't know how verified it is, but I saw a headline like that. And this is the other idea that I have roaming around with how powerful and how impressive AI is there's this understanding of like, does the adoption of it, do the ends justify the means? Because it allows us to be way more way more productive, but
right.
How does it also affect society, and what are the guardrails we should be putting around that? Some regulations we should put around type of use. And it's tough because it's a free market, like it's all that kind of stuff. Like we're America's kind of built on that, but when do we also factor in some of the human, blowback that is inevitably going to come, because you can't outwork an AI. You know what I mean? It's like that thing can work
not
24/7, and does like how because one of my, this is the third time I brought her up. One of my mentors, we were talking about it. She was like, I'm so lit on Claude right now. I was, telling her about it, and she's on it. She built some apps, but she was building it in a way to actually help support her team to work more efficiently. And
beautiful.
And she blatantly said, like, I don't want to replace, the team that I have. I want to help support them to do better work. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like a, high tide lifts all boats type energy. But what does that look like in the business sector, to say like, we are adopting this new tech, we want to bring it in, but where does it start? Where does it stop, to say like, all right, we've gone a little too far, to the point where, our human species are starting to like suffer,
to be affected. 100%. 100%. I think, bro, I was watching a Gary Vee podcast, and there's signs of somebody who's a good business person, and usually a good business person is also a good boss, a good character wise. And I think hearing her story using AI without the mentality of, I'm looking to replace someone, I'm looking to, but instead I'm looking to enhance your ability to work. I think that is a ethical way of using. That's the prototype. At the end of the day, if you can use AI for things that you're already doing, but now you're speeding up the process, and it's in turn allowing you to get more done, more output, spend more time with your family, because you don't have to spend hours, and now you're with your kids longer. Like, there's so much ethical things that you can point out in the adoption of AI, that if a boss is implementing them as a business person for that reason, I am 100% behind that. Now, if you're like, I am trying to fire all of y'all because y'all salaries, I can add that to my pocket and our revenue, because I want to go out here. At that point, and you would even see where somebody would then build using AI in a way like that you'll see where they're trying to cut somebody out. You can see the writings on the wall in regards to that. What do you think, though? What do you say? What do you think would be a good business practice for it?
I like AI.
Or how should businesses use it?
As a business owner, I almost like AI as a form of personal, like every team member almost has a personal assistant, because that seems almost reserved for C-suite level,
right?
Like executive level capacity, or just like I need a personal assistant because I'm just so spread. You know what I mean? Like I need somebody to help, with my calendar and scheduling and replying to emails, and I need to delegate out and all that kind of
Right.
stuff, which really is, I think, is more the need because of the demand that no CEO, no owner founder can handle on it, on its own. Like you need to delegate out. You need to have
For
some
sure.
of these things that help you run more efficiently, more optimal, because
Mm-hmm.
you are in some ways the most important person to the business, because everything starts from the top down. You know what I mean? And I know
Right.
it's kind of popular to villainize CEOs, because of, it's almost like the position that they hold, and it's just like, and also you do see a lot of cases in the news where there are illegal things going on.
For
Like
sure.
there's just just stuff behind the scenes that just don't benefit the people who are who depend on you for their livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
And also too, culturally, it's like the narrative usually when it comes to entrepreneurship and business owners, they're always the villain in cinema. You know what I mean? Like
They are.
there's it's not like even the heroes like Tony Stark, like he's
Yep.
an a-hole at the
You were
same
a
time.
jerk.
Like
Yeah.
right, he's a jerk. Lex Luthor's a jerk. Kingpin, like and anybody who is successful in business is very, even Batman kind of has a a
Yeah.
bit of a rep, even though he's out here, and even Batman puts on, what I mean, like a jerk type
He
persona
does.
on the Bruce Wayne side, but Batman, he's very, what I mean, like what is the word, charitable, like he's trying to save the world, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
anyway, that's a whole nother conversation, but
Yeah.
but understandably so. Like when you have power, you get access to excess. You know what I mean? So
For
it's
sure.
easier to get on check. When it comes to how to leverage AI in there, I would encourage like CEOs, and this is one thing I was talking with my team, and we're even trying to figure this out now. Is like I would love Claude AI, ChatGPT to serve as help for you. You know what I mean? Like the things that
Yes.
are just taking up a lot of your bandwidth that you could outsource to AI, let's outsource it so that now your brain and thinking power can be leveraged for more higher level activities that really help move the needle on the business, serve, our clients and the artists and the people who we are looking to show up for and we need to show up
Yeah.
for. Well, how can we better our experiences now that we have our mental capacity freed up a bit more? Like,
Mm.
and that's typically what all CEOs do as well. Is like, I'm trying to move as much out so I can dream, I can vision cast, I can figure out what's the next place that we're going. And if
Mm-hmm.
I'm flipping the patties and the burgers and all that kind of stuff, it's
For
not that
sure.
I'm above it. My role is just different in the business because that's the part I play in this whole ecosystem. Like somebody has to lead the ship, you know what I mean? Like
For
somebody has
sure.
to give us direction. And if I'm waiting tables and cleaning toilets, there's nothing wrong with that, because without, I think there was a quote where I don't know if it was JFK or somebody was like, whenever they were putting the first man on the moon, there was one of the presidents visited NASA, and he saw a janitor cleaning, and he asked the janitor, hey, like what are you doing? And the janitor said, I'm helping put a man on the moon. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
because his role was that important. Like all of the roles that occupy a business are important, they just have different functions, you know what I mean? So that's what I would say. That's my thoughts around implementing AI within business, within what I would see as an ethical way.
100%.
So,
I think especially too as artists, just to kind of tie it all in terms of my thought process, a lot of the things on the back end we do. Like cats don't
yeah,
see that you're taking your own photo, you're doing your own design work, you're
yeah,
doing all of this. So it's not like I'm firing somebody. I'm making my life easy because I'm already skilled within those those
those
things. So
areas.
I'm
Yeah,
using those areas. So I'm using AI to speed all of that up. And I
yeah,
think as AI is moving forward, there's a conviction there where it's like, yes, I do photography, but because AI is so prevalent, I want to go out and pay a photographer right now because it's rough. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
just having that mentality of, especially as a business owner, of like supporting yours and being as ethical as possible. So yeah, that's my